Hello everybody, it's Zoe here, and welcome back to The Sims 3 Hideous Mall. So, last time that I did a video for this, well, it was the first one, why am I saying last time? But anyways, the last one I just built the mall and I didn't have any decorations or anything within it yet. So, this video, I put in a few stores in the bathrooms and stuff like that. So, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you do, please like and subscribe. And I couldn't fit all of this, all of the decoration and all the stores in at the same time because it would be like so long. So I just put in a few hours worth of video here, which just only has a few stores, and I hope you guys do enjoy this, and let's just jump right in and get to it. Alright, so here we are at our mall, and we're just gonna load that up real quick. Alright, so as I was looking at this, I was like, this is really ugly, and I should add some windows on the top floor, because I just thought it looked really dumb. We're not gonna actually work on the top floor besides this just yet, so we will probably add more windows on later. So, I always start with the bathrooms for some reason. I don't know why. I just have a lot more fun starting with the bathrooms because decorating bathrooms is just something that I really enjoy doing. And I don't know why, but the game was really glitchy and it was really hard to actually get things the way that I wanted them to be. But I did end up fixing it and working it out once I finished the rooms and stuff. So, as you can see, I'm putting in little wall dividers for the urinals because privacy is key. I mean, let's get real. And as you can see, I was having a little struggles with the counters there. I was trying to put them all in just against the wall, and it just wasn't working out. And I'm just adding little sinks and stuff now. And I wanted the bathrooms, the men's and the women's bathroom, to look quite similar with the same type of floors and same lighting and sinks and like everything, the same bathroom stalls and all that. And bathrooms, that I noticed in real life, bathrooms are always really bright, so I made the bathroom pretty bright. I put a light in each stall and I put 3 lights out on the floor. Now I'm just changing the floors to be some white tile and changing the walls to be white, and I did that in both the men and the women's bathroom. And now getting a little bit closer, I'm gonna add some decorations like some plants and some cute little paintings for the walls. Just something to add a little atmosphere to the room to make the Sims a little bit happier. And of course I'm gonna add mirrors, and I don't like the crappy mirrors that they just put in the bathrooms in most of the Sims areas. So I put in some nice ones, and I was having troubles with the trash can, but I eventually figured it out. And I'm just putting a little candle in there to make sure it doesn't smell, and I tried to put some towels up on the table too, but that didn't work out. So I'm going to continue on into the men's bathroom and add the same sort of things that I did into the women's. And I realized that the walls didn't fully go through, so I had to redo that. The men's bathroom is a little bit smaller, so it was a little bit more annoying actually getting the... I was really annoyed by like the symmetry of it, so I actually ended up deleting that counter there and adding in a plant eventually. And of course I'm adding a lot of lights like I did in the previous bathroom. And of course adding the same mirrors. I don't want the men's and the women's bathroom to look exactly the same, but I did want to make it look kind of nice still. And then I tried to figure out what kind of paintings I wanted to put on the wall. I didn't want to have like some weird stereotypical paintings on the wall and, you know, that kind of thing. So I just put in some more abstract photos, paintings like I did in the women's bathroom. And now I wanted to do some of the entryway, and I wanted to figure out what kind of floor. I ended up putting this dark wood floor in that I usually use for all my houses and everything because it is a really nice floor, but I ended up not liking it, and I did end up changing it. Over here for the corner, real quick, I'm gonna put in the wall color, and then in that corner I'm gonna start decorating what I think would be good there. And by the way, guys, I do sound a little nasally right now still because I still have this dumb cold and it's literally bothering me so much. So this little hallway is pretty dark, so I added some lights, and now I'm gonna put some vending machines over in the back there. This is with the University Life pack, and it has both snacks and sodas in these vending machines. I didn't want to put just the snacks or the soda ones. And that pink one is super cute. It's got the little freezer bunny on it, and I just think they're really cool. And so now I'm gonna add a little subway seating. I don't know, I just thought they were kind of cute looking, and they have little ads on the top, just in case they had to wait for the bathroom and they wanted to sit down and enjoy their snacks. Now for this little area over here, I'm thinking about doing a futuristic clothing store. Oh, and then as I was searching for the clothing racks, I came across these little things that I wanted to decorate the mall with. It's just like a cute little plant thing, and also these little things. I don't know what they are. I think they're just like little ponds or something, like little water ponds or something like that. I don't know. And then, of course, I was trying to put these little light things in the corners of the walls to add just a little bit more of a futuristic look. But, of course, I was struggling with it because the game was super glitchy, and my mouse, again, is like so far away from what I'm actually doing. It's a good thing that I turned on the click. So right now I'm just adding in the decor of the store, like the clothing racks and things like that. I used 2 different clothing racks because it just... The clothes were different colors, and I wanted to have like some sort of a variety going on, and it just looks a little bit better. And then I started looking for, after I added in the wall color and the flooring, I started looking for the register, and I had no idea what to use for the register, because if you guys play The Sims 3, you would know that there are no registers for clothing. Like, you can't go out into the world and buy clothing, which is really dumb, but you know, whatever. And right now I'm looking for the register. At the end, I did end up just using the consignment register. I don't know, I have no idea what you can buy on consignment. I think maybe you could buy clothes, because when you go into the consignment stores in The Sims 3, they do have some clothing displays, so I was like, maybe you can do that. And I did originally start out with this little table over here as the register table, but it actually didn't work out because apparently registers can't go on dining tables. So I eventually did change that over to countertops. Now, of course, the register being wood and brown was not really futuristic for me, so I did make it metal, but it looks really, really ugly metal, but I left it that way anyways because at least it fit the atmosphere of the store just a little bit more. And right now our store is looking a little bit blank, so I added some plants and other futuristic decorations. If you ever, if you have The Sims 3 and you actually go into the future, you realize that they are like literally in love with plants. Like, their houses are basically made of plants. There's so much plants in the future. But if you do end up going into the dystopian future, which I have actually not unlocked yet, but the dystopian future, from what I saw on other YouTube channels, it's full of trash and it's dingy and dirty and just really disgusting. I wanted to sign for the store and like, I don't know, it just wasn't really working out though. So I did end up using one of those Lucky Clover signs on the outside of the store, but I don't know what it actually means or what it says, so it just kind of looks kind of weird and out of place there, but I kind of left it there anyways, just in case. And now I wanted to put some seating in this area, and also I wanted to put some seating to look out onto the green little courtyard area, which I later, I was thinking later on to open up the area for Sims to actually go out, because I made it and it looked so pretty that I was like, dude, I really gotta let Sims go out here and just enjoy some fresh air. And I wanted to put some trash cans around the mall because, you know, people, and they are slobs, and I wanted just to make sure that it would be nice and clean for everybody. So I started out by putting a cherry tree in the middle, and then I realized that that looked really stupid, and so instead of just a tree in the middle, I put in some more trees and other decorations, but then I decided to put in a fountain in the middle, which actually ended up looking very, very nice, and I am completely in love with this. Like, even though the outside of the mall does look pretty ugly, the inside, afterwards it does look pretty stunning. I am actually really proud of myself because I have built a mall before, but I never actually completed it, and it did look pretty crappy, and that's why I never completed it, because I was feeling so down about it that I was like, nah, I just don't want to do this. Right now I'm adding little paths around the fountain and also where the door is going to end up being, so the Sims could just, I don't know, it just makes it look a little bit better. It separates from the grass and stuff like that. And of course, what is a little garden without flowers? And I put this little flower pattern all around the fountain. I think it looks really good, and it's actually pretty cute. I put the pink and then the orange and then the white flowers, as you can tell. And I just put them out in like a triangular kind of thing going on. I don't know, I think it looks pretty good like that. And then I also started looking at the floor in the main lobby, and I was like, this is really ugly, and I didn't really know what to put in there, so I ended up putting in this floor, even though I keep searching through other floors. But I do end up putting in one of the mosaic tile floors. As you can see, I just deleted that window, and I'm gonna add in this door. I don't remember which pack this is from, but I think it's from the Seasons pack. And now I'm gonna add in little community benches for the Sims to sit and enjoy. And this fountain actually is my favorite fountain in like all of the game. And this is actually with the World Adventures pack. And I'm actually adding in a little chess table outside if they want to sit outside and they want something to do. This is the antique chess table from the Supernatural pack. Now I started out by putting little footlights, but they didn't add much light, so I ended up putting like some of the tall lamps around, and I didn't want it to be too bright out there during the night. So I just left it like that, and I think it looks kind of cute. It's kind of ambient. And then I wanted to add some lights into the main hallway thing, I don't know, and I was relining up the decorations because they were just a little bit off with the what do you call it? The middle door. They were just a little bit off, and I was just kind of annoyed with that, so I was just fixing that. And I'm also adding in these lights that I downloaded from the exchange. They're only $10, not real dollars, they're 10 simoleons, and they actually produce a lot of light for just recess lighting, and I think they actually look pretty good because they don't really show up very much, and they, like I said, they produce a lot of light, and they're pretty cheap. And then I realized that I forgot to put lights in the futuristic store, so I used these cute little futuristic chandeliers that were in there. And now finally, for my favorite part of this build, I am going to start building the coffee shop. And you can actually get the coffee shop and pastry stuff in the University Life pack. It's actually really awesome, and I was struggling to find it. It's actually under the dining room and under bars. It took me a while to actually find this, and I actually had to go in and, like, I don't even know. But I moved it farther away from the wall so I can add in kind of like this kitchen-like looking thing behind it. And I used the same kind of counters as is used in on the bar. I tried to match it as best as I could, and I put in a fridge there, and I put a little espresso machine in the back there, and a couple sinks. And of course I left space open so that people could get behind the counter. And now to add some decorations to this little area just to make it a little cuter, I put in a coffee cup tree and of course some paper towels, which I was having problems with, and I put them next to the sinks, and just like some little miscellaneous decor that I downloaded off of this website. It's like the Sims resource or whatever, I think that's what it's called. And I put a little tea set there because, I don't know, maybe they sell tea. Coffee shops usually sell tea, but I doubt this one does. And of course I wanted to give it that kind of coffee shop look, and I put the lighter brown walls with the dark brown wood flooring. And now I'm putting like a little bar along the wall over there so people can sit. Like, I don't know if you've ever been into like a Starbucks or something, but they always have that area against the wall that they just have seats and a bunch of plugs so you can be like on your computer like the entire time. And I was contemplating which chair to use, but I ended up using this one. I thought it was more like a country kind of coffee kind of look. I put in this plant, but I kind of hated it. Like, I don't know what's wrong with this plant, but there's something wrong with it. I downloaded it online, so I just put a little plant there. And of course adding more decorations and more plants to make it less brown looking and a little bit more green and less disgusting. I don't really want the coffee shop to look like a big poop, so that's basically why I did this. And now to add in a few tables, I used these tables and the matching chairs from the Supernatural pack, which I absolutely love that pack. Everything is very vintage and antique looking, and it's just also just really nice. Now that I'm doing this voiceover for it, I'm actually thinking about putting in a radio from the Supernatural pack, because it just looks like, I don't know, they should have like a radio or something in there and play only like smooth jazz or something like that. Like, what would that be? I think they would only play classical, because I don't think they have jazz in The Sims 3. I don't have all the expansion packs, so I'm not completely sure if they would have that. So, I don't know. So I just added a few little candles on the table. And now I'm adding little trash compactors on the counters. And now I'm putting in some rugs because, I don't know, I just felt like it looked so dull. The rugs do look kind of funny, but at the same time, I do like the way that they look at the same time. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure about them. I'm really not sure. And now I'm adding some lights, and I'm gonna make it nighttime so I could tell how my lights are working and how they're distributed. And I actually really love how I added the lights. I put one over every table and a couple over the bar and the checkout area. And it just looks so dim and just really inviting. Like, it looks like a very calm and relaxing environment. Now these pictures were giving me trouble. They're online content as well. And of course I just added some more pictures to make the walls look less dull and just plain. And I actually do like how it came out, and I felt like it needed a plant over there because it was blank and it was empty and I was not having it. And I wanted to put these little ivies along the windowsills, but there wasn't enough room between the windows and those chairs, so I just ended up leaving it like that. So that's the coffee shop, and that's my favorite part. And this is all I have so far, and it took me forever. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please like and subscribe for the next video, and I'll see you next time. And I love you, so bye bye!